All right, it's recording. Okay, so let me just quickly make sure I am sharing with you. So I'm stop sharing here, and I'm just going to head on over to PowerPoint. Okay, so you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here. Okay, are you guys seeing PowerPoint? Hopefully you are. I'm seeing, I got a message about an infinity mirror. I just quickly don't. Okay, let's start. Okay, so in my instructions, it says that um, the number of reported West Nile virus cases across the continental United States have been growing steadily. After a discussion in your biology class, your instructor assigned everyone in the class to research this and to outline the facts. So you are basically just going to create a nice slideshow for your lecturer on the West Nile virus. And usually you can skip through that part and you can just go to step 1, because step 1 is from where we will start working. Now it says instructions: perform the following tasks. Create a new presentation using the facet document theme. Okay, so over here we have a blank presentation. Now remember that you will usually see in the instruction it will say existing presentation or it will say new presentation. So in this one it says new, so we are selecting new. Okay, now in that same instruction, it is saying that you should use the facet documentation theme. Okay, so usually when we have to work on a theme, or if they want us to have a certain theme on our slideshow, we will go to design. Now I know a lot of you guys are very good with PowerPoint, and some of these things you already know so well, but I believe that we will still be able to teach you something new towards the end, especially in the third lesson. There's going to be a lot of more advanced things. So for now, we will just work through all the basics so that we're all on the same page. Now they are saying we should choose the facet theme, and if I remember how it looks, it's this one over here. And just remember that when you put your mouse on any of these designs, you will be able to see the name. So I'm going to click on the facet design. Okay. I just want to quickly mention to you also that sometimes it chooses, or sometimes it wants you to choose a theme and also a color variant for that theme. In this case, it didn't say the color variant must be changed. But if it did, then you will go to this side and you will choose a color variant. The design will stay the same, but as you can see, this one is the blue variant and this one is the pink one, but it is still the same theme. It's still facet, but it just has different colors. So in this case, it did not say that, but if the instruction actually says go and change the theme and the variant, then you will go ahead and choose that. Okay. Now it says using the outline illustrated on the previous page, create the title slide shown. So now I'm going back to my first page and I will look at the information, and it is just basically the text that will go in here. Okay, so first of all, we are going to add a title, and as you can see, this is called the placeholder. This is the title placeholder, and this is the subtitle placeholder. When you see these little dots go all around, you know it's a placeholder. There are many placeholders in different layouts. For example, the title slide has a big one for title and a small one for subtitle. And if you go to other slides, of course, there will be a very small one for the title or the slide title. And then, of course, the content will be in there as well. Okay, so let's type our title. The title is West Nile virus. And then you will put West Nile virus in here. I want to say this to you, and you must just, as I go, I think of things that I want to say. Right now, if you see a title, don't use lowercase letters for the first letter. In this case, it shows you capital W, capital N, capital V. So please, you also use that. It is very unprofessional to write a title in lowercase letters. Really unprofessional. I hope you guys never ever do that again, unless you are doing a presentation that is that the style of your font or something like that is lowercase, but otherwise you will never ever use that. Okay, so we have West Nile virus, WNV, And then, of course, we have a subtitle. Okay, so in the subtitle, okay, we will type, and I think that will go just below that. We have facts, comma, science, comma, and prevention. Okay, so we have fact, science, and prevention, and I'm pretty sure we're going to change the size in a bit. Okay, then let's see if I've done that one. So they say insert your name in the place of the student name, and you will notice that there is room for that. So I'm just going to say my own name over here. So this is basically the first slide. Now let's see what other instruction they have here. Look, you're not going to do things the way you like them. Even though I do not like this green at all, and I think I would have changed a few other things as well, you must follow the instructions exactly. That is how I give you marks on the rubric. So please do not change anything on here. Okay. If requested by instructor, this is now step 3. Substitute the name of your hometown in place of your last name. That is definitely not necessary. Okay. I think that is just so that they know you can edit something afterwards. Okay, but you are welcome to put your hometown in there. You will never know my hometown. My hometown is Wolmaranstad. I wonder if any of you have ever been here or have even heard of this place. Very small little town. Okay, now we are still on slide 1 and we are on step 4. So it is vitally important that you guys go from the top to the bottom. So you work your way down. Don't skip a step. Don't leave it for later or anything like that. You have to tick them off from the top to the bottom. Now, step 4 says on slide 1, bold the text West Nile virus. Okay, so here we go. We're going to make some changes to the text, and they say we should bold it. So I'm going to select it and I'm going to go to bold and I'm going to make it bold. Now it says decrease the font size of the text facts, signs and preventions to 44 point. So in fact, if I had to do this on my own, I would definitely have decreased this font size as well. Now, as you can see, fact, science and prevention is 54 at the moment, but they want us to change it to 44. So you simply go here and you change it to 44 and you press enter, and now you know it's all in one line. They now say change the font color of all the title text to red accent 5. Now this is very important. You will not see all these colors if you chose the wrong design. For example, if you look here, these are the colors associated with the facet theme. I cannot say this enough. If you did not choose the facet theme, you will not have these different red variants. If you simply left the theme out, you will have the very basic default color scheme there. So you must choose the design or the theme before you can make a selection of your color. So in this case, they say we should look for red accent 5. Now I can tell that this is red and already it gives me the tip that says accent 5. Now just to show you, this is accent 5 light at 80, so and so and so, whereas this is red accent 5 dark at 25. So we already know we are looking for this one, and they say red accent 5. So what is it that they want us to change? It says change the font color of all the title text. Now all the title text would include the title and the subtitle, and we are changing it to red accent 5. Okay, so we are done with step number 4. Now it says we are going back to the outline and we're going to create our next slide. Now if you look if you look at the screenshots that I gave you on this exercise, I will show you later. It gives you a very good idea of how you should enter the text on the slide. So when you click on new slide, okay, the automatic one that they will give you is this layout. Okay, this one, title and content. But sometimes you have to have a look at the different layouts before you just choose new slide. So if you do want this very basic layout, go ahead and just click new slide. But if you're looking for something a bit different, you must select this little arrow over here and choose the one that you want. Okay, so we want the basic one, so we are typing What is, and once again, we are just repeating what they're saying, and don't use lowercase letters if they use capital letters. What is West Nile virus? Question mark. Okay. Now, later on, they will also tell you what kind of font and things to use, but for now, I'm just going to add the text. So the next one is transmitted by mosquitoes. Ooh, mosquitoes that bit infected birds. Okay, now you will notice that there's a little triangle here. It's a bullet, automatic bullet, and this is the size of the text that goes along with this bullet. Okay, I'm going to do another line like this. First identified in Eastern Africa in 1937. 1937. Okay. When I press enter, it is automatically going to go below the other two arrows. But now we want to indent it. So we are going to indent the text once because we want to write under first now. So here at the top, you will notice there is a button called increase first level. Okay. So I'm going to click on it once, and now you will see my cursor has moved. And now when I type, it's going to be a little bit smaller. Now, worldwide in tropical, tropical and temperate climates. Oopsie. Okay, it's sometimes difficult to type while I'm talking. Okay, so when I press enter now, obviously that bullet is going to be under this bullet that I just typed because I think that we want to add more stuff. I mean, that is just default. So if you wish to go back to the first line indent, you can do that by just now saying decrease or going back. So if you want to go back to the first triangle, you will just click on this indent button. If you want to go forward, you will click on the increase indent. So we are back over here and we are saying appeared in United States. Okay, forgive my spelling if it's not right. United States in 1999. And then, of course, you will notice that, again, we are going to increase the indent. So I'm going to press this button that says increase indent. And now I'm going to say now reported in 48 states. Okay. When I press enter, of course, it's going to go below. But I want to decrease the indent again. So I will click on decrease indent. And then I will say at risk people with weak immune systems. Okay, I'm not going to type the rest of the text right now because I first want to see if they have any further instructions for us with regards to this specific slide. Okay, so they say we should now continue with all the text, and I am looking at step 6, and it says add the pictures shown from office.com and add them there. Okay, so I'm first going to do this slide simply because I am on this slide right now. So what I want us to do is to go and add a picture from online. Okay, in the past, and I'm now giving away my age, but we used to have clip art, which used to be so fantastic, and now it is really terrible if you think about it. But Office.com actually still has clip art, amazingly. So you will see some of it soon. Okay, so we have to add a picture of a mosquito using office.com, and so I will click on insert, and then I will scroll this way, and I will go to online pictures, and then I will just wait for it to open. Okay, we are going to search for it by saying mosquito, and you're going to press enter. Now, you might say, oh, that's stupid, it's so easy, we could just have gone to Google. But over here is a filter that I want you guys to use. And when you click on the filter, you will see all kinds of things that you can search for. For example, am I searching for a clip art? Am I searching for a photograph? Am I searching for all types? Now, we are in fact searching for a clip art. So by doing that, we can actually eliminate a lot of things. Okay, so you can actually select Creative Commons or you can select deselect Creative Commons. Okay, so we are looking here at mosquito images. Okay, here we have some drawings. Obviously, they are terrible, but you may not find the exact same picture as in this text, but you may find something similar. Okay, so we are looking for pictures that are more or less the same. Um, I'm not going to search too long. Okay, so I'm just going to look for an image that is more or less the same. So I'm thinking, the one I saw earlier, where's that one now? This one is more or less, it's good enough, I guess. So I'm going to use this one. But you can go ahead, if you have some time, you can go ahead and you can scroll through all these images and you can decide on a better one. This is also not a bad one, but it doesn't have good wings. So you can just go ahead, but don't take an image that is completely different. For example, this one. Don't take this one. It's not even nearly the right image. Okay. So I've got my image selected and I'm clicking insert and now it is downloading my image. Okay. So here we've got the mosquito that I selected. Okay. Now they are not saying much about the sizing because we are doing sizing only from the next lesson. But in this case, we can use the sizing handles to create or to resize it more or less to the size that we want. Okay. Now, as you can see, they have inserted the mosquito next to this title, and I'm just going to crop this image a little bit to make sure that I eliminate some of the white space. And if you click on crop, you can do that very easily. Okay, so I'm selecting the white, just crop to take out some of the white space. And now I can use this image and I can go and drag it here next to West Nile virus. Okay, so as you can see, they want us to insert something from office.com and it has to be a mosquito. And I think they want this exact same mosquito on all three slides, on all the slides. So I will just use this image again. I don't have to go to West Nile virus to go and get it. Oh, West Nile virus, office.com. Okay, so something else that they want us to insert on the slide from office.com is an online pictures, and they want us to insert a globe and a petri dish. Okay, so I'm going to search for a globe, and in this case it's definitely not a photo, and you can look on the examples of what I sent you and you will have to choose something more or less the same. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time searching for images. If you find something more or less like that, then we use it. I'm just going to go for this one and I insert. So like I said, in lesson 1, they don't tell you exactly the size of the stuff. You can just more or less guess by looking at the example. Okay, so I've inserted this image. I will just pull it up a little bit. And here is my globe. And then the last image is from is of a petri dish. I hope they will have a petri dish in here. Okay, and we're looking for a woman with a petri dish, so I should probably have specified my search a little bit better. Okay, we can search women with petri dish. So don't tell you what to search for. Okay, so you must use your imagination. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically just a face and a petri dish. We may not find the exact same one, but if you can find something close, it's good enough. I'm going to take this one. It's not exactly, actually I don't want that one. I'm just taking this one. Now they want me to insert two. I'll just delete the one. Okay, they took both. I'm just going to take another one. Woman with petri dish. And here we go again. Okay, I'm just going to take an image, this one. Yo, it's small. Okay, anyway. And as you can see, they have placed this image around here at the back, and then I'm just enlarging it. It's a terrible image actually because it's not clear at all, but I think you guys get the idea. So as far as slide 2 goes, this is basically all they want. Now let us just go and put this mosquito on slide 1 as well, because as you can see in the example, copy, and then we just simply say paste, and we will paste this mosquito over here. Just as you guys are looking at this, when I drag this mosquito, you will see a dotted line appear on the screen. And when I drag it down, you will see another one. And if I keep dragging, you will now see a vertical and a horizontal line. That means it is horizontally and vertically centered. So when you see that line, you can let go of the mouse, because now you know it is not only horizontally centered, it is also vertically centered. So whenever you want to just place something down with the mouse, just look for those dotted lines and you will be okay. Okay, I'm just quickly going to stop sharing, and then I'm just going to quickly head on back to the assignment, and I just want to show you that we are still on track. Okay, and here we are, and as you can see, we have followed all the instructions up to, I think, up to here, which is step 5. Now, if you look at the example, it actually shows you exactly what we had to do. We inserted this mosquito from office.com, as you can see over here. We have changed the colors to the specific accent color that they wanted, and we've substituted our name over here when we've inserted the FASA document theme. And as far as slide 1 goes, or slide 2, the first content slide, we have inserted all these images and we have created all the text. So far we are on track. Now, if you go a little bit down, you will see this is slide 3 and 4, and that is what I will be doing next time. But let's just have a look at the instructions before I go, and then you will see step 5 says use the outline to create the 3 slides, and then change the color of the title text on these 3 to the same that is red accent 4. So this is where I will start again next time, and we will finish it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So we don't have much left to do, and then we are done. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me for today?